Hello, my name is Alexandra and I have a problem. I spend on average 46 hours a day mindlessly scrolling on my phone. I open, scroll, close, and repeat, and it becomes mindless, toxic, and just draining. The miniature black vortex started to create distress, so I sealed it in a bag and I put it out of reach. I feel like I'm going through a phase where I just want to click the reset button on my life. I want to rebrand or cleanse or just do something with myself, and I feel like I can do that by not using my phone this week. As someone who works in social media or just like creates internet content, my phone is such a big part of me and what I do. But I don't know, I just wanted to do something and I wanted to like get rid of my phone. This was partly inspired by Best Dress's video when she gets rid of her phone for a day, and then also just in general the idea of not using my phone has been on my mind for the past few months. I have been thinking about not using my phone for a week for like a really long time, but then after I saw her video I was like, you know what, I should finally do that. I should finally do something. So I'm starting this new thing on my channel called Struggling Pages, in which I do a bunch of random things that are part of my New Year's resolutions and like part of my goals, but I force myself to actually do it. So for example, one of my New Year's resolutions was to be more mindful and spend less time on my phone, and so I'm doing this thing. I would name some other examples, but then I don't want to reveal what I'm doing for the other videos, so just be sure to anticipate that. So I'm not using my phone this week. I sealed it in a bag and I put it out of reach. We'll see how it goes. Before I actually get started, I have a few problems. In addition to like the general problem that I use my phone too much. I need my phone for work, and I also need to Instagram. When I teach yoga, I need my phone for work because I need Spotify to connect to the speakers to play a playlist and play Spotify. I like actually need that in order to teach class. So for that, I'm bringing back my trusty Google Pixel 2, which was my old phone before I switched to an iPhone. I am leaving this phone on airplane mode and I'm deleting all of the apps except for Spotify. Yeah, I'm essentially using this phone as an iPod, but with Spotify. So that's what I'm going to be using for that. As for Instagram, I have 4 posts scheduled to go live. I'm using this app that will automatically post it at the scheduled time. I have a few exceptions, and the main one is that I am still allowed to use my laptop and my computer and social media. So for my laptop and my computer, I'm still able to respond to iMessage and Facebook messages and emails and all of those things. So even though I'm not using my phone, I'm technically not completely off the radar, because that would be kind of terrifying. I can use my iPad, but I'm not allowed to use Instagram on my iPad, so I uninstalled Instagram. I'm also still using my Apple Watch, even though I know my Apple Watch is very much integrated with my phone. But yeah, I'm trying to use it more so as a watch as opposed to like a device. Lastly, I'm gonna try to avoid using Instagram on my computer, but I will still allow myself a few minutes a day to go on Instagram to respond to comments and things like that. I want to still be a part of the community and still use social media and just like be there, but I don't want to be sucked into this vortex where I don't really know what I'm doing and I'm not exactly mindful of what I'm doing when I use my phone. I'm mostly concerned about when I leave the house and I don't have my phone with me, because a lot of times I'll leave without my parents and just like by myself with no phone, and in case something happens to me, technically nobody can contact me or reach me, and I can't even call the police if I need to. Yeah, that kind of freaks me out a bit, but we're doing it. The phone has been sealed. It's go time. I feel like it's Vlogmas again. I'm wearing this purple sweater and I'm vlogging in the car. I can't believe I just left my house without my phone. I feel kind of scared. Like, oh dang it. Oh my god, I'm gonna be late. I'm really glad that I did this vlog, because if not, I would have totally forgot. Oh my god, I'm so stressed. Why did I do this to myself? I feel like I should just like bring my phone with me. But that does not solve the problem. The whole point is to not use my phone as a clutch anymore. We'll be right back, hopefully. annoying. Stupid Pixel 2 and like not having a headphone jack. When they removed it, I was like, whatever, it doesn't really matter to me. I have to use a headphone jack in order to connect my phone to the studio speakers. I'm kind of stressed because I don't have my phone with me. What if some emergency happens? I could live without my phone, right? Right? We shall see. So I finished work. It was surprisingly okay. And also I realized that I was freaking out for no reason because I have my iPad with me and my iPad has like cellular, so in case of an emergency I could technically call someone with FaceTime audio using my iPad. I'm freaking out for no reason, but I'm better now. I feel much lighter and like in a better headspace now that I don't have my phone with me. I went to go eat with my friend today, and when I was waiting for his order to come, I was sitting by myself at the table, and I realized it's so awkward just sitting there without a phone and nothing to do, and I was feeling very self-conscious and super awkward, especially since there were a lot of people around me. And then I started talking to the lady who was next to me, started talking to me about how people are like just not aware of their surroundings anymore, and so I was talking to her about that, and that was really nice and really interesting, and it made me feel a lot better and made me feel like it's not so weird to have no phone when you're eating by yourself. It is pretty weird, but then also you get to get into your head a lot. It's been like, I don't know how many hours since I stopped using my phone, and I'm already sick of myself. Like, I'm so tired of the silence, but I feel like I definitely need this space. All good so far. I didn't use my phone at all today. I'm starting to feel very comfortable in not using my phone. It feels really refreshing, even though at first I was like really scared. And now that I'm actually home, it feels even better to like not use my phone, because before it was kind of like I'm freaked out about not using my phone just because in case of an emergency, in case something happens. But now that I'm actually back home, it doesn't really matter because I have my computer. Day one without my phone. I'm proud of myself. Okay, I've been doing pretty good on not using my phone. Except I used my phone today. So I found out that my Instagram post did not go live yesterday, and I was really frustrated. I used my phone to post on Instagram and to figure out what is going on with my planning app. I'm hoping I don't have to use it anymore. Aside from having to post on Instagram, I didn't really want to use my phone. I didn't have any desire to pick up my phone and do stuff. Waking up in the morning was weird though. I was like laying in bed for like 10 minutes not doing anything. But aside from that, it's been like pretty standard because I've been doing a lot of things that I would normally do on my phone but on my computer, and that is totally fine. It's been great. Day 2 has been a success. Okay, I feel like surprisingly okay. For example, I went to take yoga class and I left without my phone and I was totally fine. And I also went to like go buy food and I didn't have my phone and I was also fine. Like, I think I'm getting used to going places and doing things without having my phone with me. Although I've noticed that in exchange of not using my phone when I'm on the car, I have started to use the radio a lot more. First day, it was completely silent for the whole commute, and I was like, okay, vary my thought. I wish I had a notes tab in my brain, but I just keep forgetting what I need to go back to later, and that's frustrating me. I've been actually utilizing the radio like any normal person. Also, because my car, it has like tune in radio, so then I'm searching up like songs or artists that I normally would listen to, and then that radio, so it feels like Spotify radio anyway, which is pretty nice. And I've also been listening to podcasts on my car. So it's almost like nothing's changed. Like, I can still listen to music, can still listen to my podcast, and I'm driving and I'm going places and I'm living my life without my phone. It feels really, really weird. I'm surprisingly normal about the whole situation. Huzzah! What day is today? Day 3 without my phone? I don't really know. Okay, today was a little bit more challenging because I went to go fix my car. I didn't really do much in terms of productivity because I was calling my sister via my computer. That was nice and that was fine. I feel like before I felt like I couldn't call anybody. I'm still able to call people on my laptop. And then we went to go fix our car, and while we were there, I had to use my mom's phone to call a Lyft. Technically, I still had some exposure to a phone, but in general, I honestly feel a lot better without using my phone. I realized that I'm more sleepy and I'm kind of frustrated because I said before during my commute I'm able to like still listen to music and listen to some podcasts, but I really want to listen to my audiobook, but I can't listen to Audible through my car. I have to listen to it on my phone. Aside from that, I actually got a lot of reading done and a lot of like, work done. I actually started editing and was like halfway through editing my video, which I'm pretty proud of. I think normally whenever I leave my house, I don't get any work done. Even if I bring my laptop or my book, I like don't do anything. I just end up being on my phone the entire time. But then because I didn't have my phone, I ended up reading a lot. I read like almost 100 pages, so that's good. I feel like I'm doing more things and I'm getting more stuff done. Tomorrow's another day and I'm actually excited to not use my phone tomorrow. I don't think I'm gonna be doing much aside from editing and vlogging. I'll just be on my computer like the whole day essentially. It is officially day 4 of me not using my phone and I feel so great. Like it's honestly become a habit to live life without my phone. I'm really surprised by how fast that took me because I remember on day 1 I was like freaking out and it was a big thing, but then now it's so low-key and so chill. I just spent like the past hour or so editing this video right now. Whenever I stay home and I'm just doing work on my computer, I can actually focus on work and I don't have to stress out that much and it's the best. The best. Why would anybody want to use their phone? I am feeling on like a no phone high. So solid. Okay. Okay. It is day 5 without my phone and I'm leaving the house yet again without my phone. This time I'm gonna go meet up with a friend. I don't know how it's gonna work when I get to her house because usually I would just text her, but then I guess now it'll be like in the good old days where I have to knock on her door. I'm gonna stop talking, stop filming, and just be on my way. Okay. I've done nothing today. So hungry.
Let's just go eat.
No, we gotta finish this.
I'm hungry too.
I want to split an avocado.
We're gonna. It's literally so close to lunchtime.
I know, but
It's literally so close to we're getting lunch.
hi, mother. I'm totally cheating. Wanna get food?
Yes.
Starving.
I know. I had to see
Look at us being productive. Let's pretend I'm working. Okay. You know how I said I would only spend like 2 minutes a day on Instagram to respond to comments? Well, I just spent like the past half hour or so Instagram stalking people on my computer. I just like went on a tunnel through people's tagged and following and I just kept opening more tabs and it has not been so great. Somehow managed to still spend half an hour on Instagram even when I'm not using my phone. That is kind of wild. I really have a problem. Also, I cheated so many times today because my sister kept like trying to contact me and my mom kept trying to contact me. And so I was calling people using my friend Tiffany's phone. And then my sister wanted to contact me. She was calling me through my mom's phone and like messaging me on my mom's phone. And I was messaging my mom through Tiffany's phone when I wasn't with my mom. And I am starting to feel the effects of withdrawal and like wanting to use my phone at the same time. It's been great and I have been very productive, so no regrets. Semi-successful day not using my phone. It's been a journey. This past week has felt so long. Jeez. It's pretty dark. It's day 6 of not using my phone and I am starting to feel the withdrawals. That took a while. I didn't really do much today aside from running a bunch of errands with my parents. In the car, I was mostly reading Finale. After that, I went to the ballet studio. I was calling my sister using my MacBook and I'm kind of over it. I kind of want to use my phone. Then took ballet class. After ballet class, I started using my computer again just to work on this video. It was a pretty low-key day. Aside from the things that I did and just typical life stuff, I've been feeling a lot of withdrawals in terms of my phone. I want to start using my phone again. I don't know, I was just like annoyed in general that I couldn't use my phone to do really trivial things, but then at the same time I was annoyed at myself for wanting to use my phone for doing really trivial things. I have officially survived an entire week without my phone. Wow, the moment of truth. It's still here. Wow. I'm not gonna turn it on because I'm gonna film this video and it's going back in the bag, but that was just for symbolic purposes. Okay, I survived an entire week without my phone. The pros of this challenge was that I became more aware of my surroundings and more present in general, which was the main goal, so that's great. I was feeling less anxious in general, ironically, because I feel like at first when I didn't have my phone, I felt more anxious. But afterwards, without the constant stream of notifications, ironically, since I don't really have that many notifications turned on, but like knowing that I don't have to respond to someone or I don't have to do anything was just really refreshing. Like I know even with my phone, I don't have to do anything, but then when I receive a message, I immediately feel compelled to respond. I tried my best to like get rid of the notification as fast as possible. That whole thing where I didn't have to worry about my notifications was really, really refreshing. I'm not sure if this is actually true, but I think I started to sleep better. I think it was me not having like a functioning alarm, sort of, and also like me not looking at my phone for an hour before I fall asleep. Like I think that was really, really helpful and that was great. So I honestly think I like slept better, but I can't be 100% sure because I didn't actually track my sleep, but in general I felt like more refreshed. I feel like I got more stuff done, which makes me really happy. Like I wrote a lot of blog posts and I don't think I edited a lot of videos, but then I just felt more productive even if I wasn't more productive. It just gave me the feeling like today was a good day and I got stuff done. Even though X, Y, and Z was not how I wanted it to be, it's okay. Like it gave me that kind of feeling. And I also was reading more, which was great because I haven't been properly reading consistently for a really long time, and so it made me want to read more since I had nothing else to do. Those are all the pros. Now the cons. So what I didn't like about this challenge was that it was kind of annoying. The biggest thing that bothered me was that I couldn't listen to music and I couldn't listen to my audiobooks or my podcasts the way I wanted it to. Like I could still drive and listen to music because there's the radio and stuff like that, but then I couldn't listen to my playlist or like what I wanted to listen to, and that was pretty frustrating and inconvenient. Another thing was that whenever I was leaving the house without my phone by myself, and whenever my mom tried to contact me, she would have to message somebody else who was with me and then she would message me. So like technically I'm still talking to her, but then it was like the annoyance of bothering someone else and using someone else's phone, which is like kind of cheating, or being within space that has Wi-Fi and I'm on my computer at that moment. So that was a little bit annoying, even though it's not like the end of the world. And in general, there were a lot of things that were a little bit impractical. There would be times throughout the day where I wanted to check my calendar or check my schedule or like use Headspace or go on Google Maps or just like use my phone for like searching things or just using not Instagram and not social media apps, which are generally deemed as like bad apps and like why I started this challenge in the first place. Yeah, I just wanted to use my phone in the sense that it's a useful thing that could help me and make things easier. That was that. I realized towards the end that I kind of like the mindless scrolling because like on day, I don't even remember, it was like a few days ago where I literally spent half an hour on Instagram on my computer going through like a stalking tunnel. Obviously that is not healthy for my mental health, but I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing anymore. Sometimes it's just nice to scroll on my feed, comment on people's pictures, look through people's stories, like see how people are doing. I feel like typically Instagram has a negative connotation that says that we're all here in a negative space trying to show off, being very fake, but I kind of felt a little bit disconnected from my friends. The internet and Instagram and social media is literally what you make of it. If you're surrounded by a group of people that make you feel terrible about yourself, then no matter what, you will feel terrible about yourself. But if you're surrounded by a group of people that like truly support you and are really passionate and positive about what they're doing, then it's not necessarily a bad thing to go down the tunnel of their pixelated, carefully curated lives. Like, I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, but at the beginning of the week, I was definitely like, this needs to stop. This is terrible. So yeah, I miss my Instagram friends and I miss kind of using the app. That's my whole spiel. Moving forward, I am just gonna do this more often. Maybe not as extreme and actually not use my phone for an entire week, but I'll definitely try to not use my phone maybe once a month or something like that. Just when I feel like, okay, I am feeling a little bit less present, I'll just put my phone in my Glossier pouch, put it on the top of my shelf, not worry about it, and just spend the whole day like that without doing anything and just do a mini tiny version of what I did this week. I'm really glad that I ended up doing the whole week rather than just a day, because I feel like you could really see how much your perspective changes and how much it evolves. Because at first it was like panic, and then it became like, this is okay. And then towards the end, I'm like, you know what? I miss my phone just because I miss my phone, and it's not a bad thing. So it was like a little evolution, which is great, and I'm really glad I did that. I'm also not going to use my phone first thing in the morning, because before I would wake up in the morning, I would get my phone and I'd scroll on my phone for like half an hour to an hour in my bed and not do anything. And I think that was killing a lot of my productivity, and it made me feel like my whole day was wasted, even if I got more things done by doing that. It just like made me feel bad about myself. I'm gonna wake up without my phone, and then I'm also gonna sleep without my phone. I think I honestly was sleeping better because I was not scrolling and doing all that stuff, keeping my mind awake before I fell asleep. So before I fall asleep, I'm gonna turn off my phone, and then I'm not gonna turn it on until I actually like get up, make my bed, change, do all like the morning stuff, and then continue on with my day using my phone. I feel like that's what I'm gonna do from now on, and that's what I'm gonna hope to do. Also gonna try to like just be more aware of myself whenever I'm using my phone, and know that like sometimes I have a choice. Now I know that whenever I'm bored, I don't have to pick up my phone and just scroll, even though I know that, but then my body feels like I have to pick up my phone. I can just read a book. Like, it's so great. Also, just take more time to appreciate this little device that I feel like it gets a lot of bad rep, but it makes our lives a lot easier. I hope you learned something from this video or this challenge, and I kind of encourage you to try it. In our day and age, we all spend too much time on our phones and are not present enough, and I think if you're able to, you should try living a week without your phone and see what happens. Maybe you can document it, or you can just keep it for yourself, keep a journal, and see what happens. It's really terrifying at first, but you never know. I'm really excited for the rest of my struggling pages videos, and yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Yeah, boy. You know, I actually don't know if I want to start using this again. I feel like if I did this for 2 weeks, that'd be so cool, but I'm not gonna do that. I've missed you.